Hey, you guys. So, it's me, Spooky Girl, and I want to have a little conversation with you guys about the orbs and, yeah, other stuff like entities and stuff. So, I made some videos already on my YouTube channel, Ever Be Spooky Girl, about the, orb phenomenon and nothing is fat. I'm just kind of guessing, from what I seen and um, just my experience with it. That's what I base, you know, my feelings. What I think about it on. You know. Now, everybody's dealings is different or whatnot, but I can't stress enough that you know just because it doesn't happen to you, you get what I'm saying, doesn't mean it's not real, or that it doesn't happen to other people. And it's it's almost like you have some people that's online and things like that that try to they they try to kind of knock you off your pedestal, or they try to belittle you and belittle your videos and your content and stuff, to make you feel some kind of way, because what's really going on is they really know that some videos that they're seeing are unexplainable. You get what I'm saying? Like, they really know that it's real, and they may be looking at you, you know even though you don't have a lot of followers and this and that, they may be looking at you as some type of competition, because you might have good content. This is for all of you guys that's putting up videos, UFOs, orbs, any type of, unbelievable, unknown, phenomenon. Like, just keep on putting up your videos. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want to do. Don't let nobody try to tell you what you seeing, ain't real, and your videos is fake, and they not. That should be the motivation for you to keep going, because other communities and people out here on this internet, they'll do that because they either they can't explain it, and so they just don't want to deal with it. It's true, it's not true, it's fake, it's and you got people that's like that. They scared of what they don't understand. I tried to explain this in another video, like, everything ain't gonna happen to everybody. You get what I'm saying? There are people that's never gonna see a UFO. It doesn't mean other people did not see. You get what I'm saying? There are people who will never see an orb. Doesn't mean that other people ain't see those. So, the best way I can explain it, I tried to explain it. It's not, I guess it's not for everyone. And I've been seeing this stuff since I was little. Didn't know what it was then, but now that I see it, that when I'm grown, I can connect it to what I was seeing when I was younger, and I didn't know what it was. It's just the best way I can explain it, and I know how this sounds. I know how it sounds, because it's kind of like other stuff that's going on, in the world today. People have beliefs or stuff that's happening to them that others can't see. It can't be proven. You get what I'm saying? And so, it's hard to try to, convince people of something that's only happening to you. You get what I'm saying? So, and even when you take the pictures, and the videos, they try to shoot them down. Now, I'm going to say this. This is what I'm going to say about my videos. And I know a real orb when I see one. I've seen a lot of videos where those are real orbs and some of those are dust. I had took some guesses with what I think these things are. And I did a video on this before. I'm doing another one. And this just comes from interacting with them. They're intelligent. Yeah, I know how this sounds. And they, it's different ones. It's like people just think it's ghost. And when I thought they were all the same too. But then, I started seeing different ones. So, different texture, different thickness, different color, different sizes, and they're used by different entities. I know how this is going to sound, but if anybody film orbs and UFO things like that, and you trying to figure out what it is, my best guess is, and this is from me recording them for years. I've been seeing them since I was little. They seem to be some type of traveling, accessory or thing. So different entities use the orbs. I've recorded and filmed enough, zoomed and enlarged, to tell you that for sure that I don't think it's just one entity using them. I do think angels use them too, and I've definitely seen some alien images in some of them, so you got some orbs you don't see anything, they just circle and white and pretty, and then you got some have colors, you have some have images, right? So just let me get that out there. They're not just like one thing is using them. It's all kinds of entities using these orbs. Now, my thought is, because people think they're dust, and a lot of them are dust, but it's just a way that they probably have been observing us. It's not a new thing. Like I said, I was seeing them when I was little. I'm older. So they've been observing us. Maybe it's a way that they can kind of interact with us on the low, or so they're able to, if you think it's dust, which they do resemble dust. A lot of people think they're dust, and I'm gonna tell you how you can tell that it's not dust. But before that, I just believe that it's just their way of being able to observe us up close without creating a panic or freaking us out. Because whatever entities is using them, they don't probably look like us. So if they just show up, they have the technology for these orbs are some type of moving, traveling devices. If they just show up, you probably would scare us or startle us, So they're trying to not scare us, I think. And then they want to be able to observe us without us, in our natural, what we doing. Like, you don't know the camera is there. You get what I'm saying? It's not like, reality TV shows where a lot of stuff is done for the camera. You know what I'm saying? This is a situation where whoever is looking, whatever is using the orb, wants to observe us natural. With us being natural without us even knowing. This is why they look like dust. Also, I think they are attracted to certain people and locations. So, you may have you may have a like spirit orbs and ghost orbs and haunted houses and graveyards and different stuff like that, and you may see some of them around your house, maybe a loved one visiting you or whatever, and then alien orbs, you'll find them like out in spacey areas. You can find some of them in your house if they're interested in you for some reason. You know what I'm saying? They do visit people. But a lot of them be out like, hiking type areas, forest, woods, just stuff that's, kind of solitude, way out places that's, don't got a lot going on. Farming areas and big fields and stuff. That's where you'll mostly see alien orbs. Now, you can't see them in your house, too. Ghost spirit orbs don't usually be out there like that. Spirit orbs usually have, they're going to visit somebody, a loved one, or they hanging around some place that they attached to, they haven't crossed over, so they're not interested in just a field or something. You might catch them in graveyards, mausoleums, morgues, hospitals, houses and stuff, but they're not interested probably in the spacey stuff where you would see alien orbs. You know what I'm saying? The alien orbs, be out like in those areas around that NASA type, stuff, military type stuff. And then alien orbs will visit homes and houses and people and stuff. Now, I think that they just, whatever their business is, that's where they are. So if you seeing them in your home or something, it may be attachment to your home, something before you moved in it. Even if you've been in it 40 years, it could bypass that. It could be before that. Or it could be attached to a person. You get what I'm saying? So, and then sometimes they just looking, but to me, it's something that draws them. So it's the energy, it's the aura, it's something that makes them want to go around that area and that location. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think they just in your house, and know your house probably not haunted, but it depends on what type of orb it is. You get what I'm saying? Just seeing an orb don't mean your house is haunted, because it could be an alien orb. And at this point, they just looking. You know what I'm saying? They just observing. They might have some business with you. I don't know. But just seeing an orb don't mean your house is haunted. You get what I'm saying? Could be a loved one. All kind of entities use these orbs now. And so it could be a loved one coming to check on you, or it could be people that lived in the house before, somebody that died next door to the house next door, just floating around. It doesn't mean that your house is necessarily haunted, but there is a reason that the orb is there. And before you jump to conclusions, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what type of orb is visiting you. And because they look similar, it's hard to tell. I only was able to tell because I start, recording them and zooming, and, I saw images in some I didn't see anything. So, just don't freak out because you see an orb. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely some type of paranormal activity, but it doesn't have to be bad. It depends on, like, your energy. You know what I'm saying? Your aura. You know what I'm saying? Like, demons do attempt, or demonic entities to attack good people and good-hearted people. You know what I'm saying? But just don't, just don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are protected. You know what I'm saying? If your heart is right, and I know everybody don't believe in God, but you're protected. So most of the time, and again, I'm just guessing at this, if you seeing them and you're not living that type of lifestyle, they're probably not demonic. You get what I'm saying? Because they attracted to what they attracted to, what they got business with. So, demonic type orbs, will usually hang around, negative, low vibrational type aura energy. Usually. So if you live a certain lifestyle and, you just don't get down like that, it's just the aura passing through. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If it's hanging around, then it probably got business at that location. And again, it depends on what is utilizing the orb. That's what's important. It's just not an orb. If it's an alien, what they want. You know what I'm saying? If it's a spirit and you photograph it, and you enlarge and you see a face that look familiar, maybe it's a loved one. Could be a relative you never met. Maybe it's somebody that belonged to the house. You know what I'm saying? Before you got it. You know what I'm saying? And usually most of the time if you see them and they don't have nothing in them, they just a pretty white, that's usually angels. I've read, been told, and believe that, because they don't really show an image at all. With the alien ones, you will see some type of image, usually. Something, even if it's faint. With the spirits, they don't show an image neither. So they might be confusing with the angels, but sometime they will. So just don't, freak out. You know what I'm saying? What type, what kind of life are you living? Like they're not, demons shouldn't just be messing with you and attacking you. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they shoot their shot. They always trying to encourage us to get us to come over to their side and, live this type of way. But if you live a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't be scared. Don't entertain it. Because when you scared and you entertain it, you know what I'm saying? That gives it energy. And I know how this sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a bully at school. You know what I'm saying? When they know that they got you scared, they keep picking with you. You remember that? Yeah. So it's the same with the, with the negative entities or low vibrational. They feed on fear. And I know it's hard to say, if you got something you seeing on your camera, you uncomfortable with it, it's probably making the pets uncomfortable and, you ready to move and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep moving every time, because we can't control these orbs. You understand? Like, they gonna be and go where they want to go. So you'll just be moving the rest of your life. Honestly. You could get a preacher or minister in there to do some stuff. I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? To me, they just observant. And they just looking. And they being nosy. Whatever is utilizing them. Angels come to check on you, of course, and make sure you're okay. So just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, it's hard to know, who's utilizing the orb, what is utilizing the orb, and what their purpose is. That's easier said than done. But, it just may not even be about you. You just maybe start noticing them. They may be just connected to the location. Okay, so even if you move, whoever move in later, they gonna probably end up seeing them if they put a camera in. If they connected to that location. Because nothing can get them out of there. you know, because if you got a good heart and you live a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? You don't live low vibrational type, disgusting, nasty, evil, you know, you don't live that type of way, then they don't really have no business with you. You get what I'm saying? That kind of lets you know, like, you're not the attraction. You get what I'm saying? Or they're not evil. So you just kind of compare it with you. You know what I'm saying? When you have paranormal type stuff going on, what I've learned is to compare it with me and my energy and my aura. You know what I'm saying? I don't live a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So although, you know, demonic entities have access to us, you know, because free world, and they don't have restricted space like we do. We can't go in and out of their dimensions or whatnot. You know, we are restricted. They're not. So the only protection you got against it is keeping your vibration, you know what I'm saying, your aura and your energy at a positive, high level that they're not attracted to. They're just not attracted to that. So when you seeing orbs, if you a compassionate, kind person, that's the only way I can put it, and you seeing them, they're probably not demonic, you know, because they're attracted to your energy. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be similar to you. And that's why, you know, unless it's something to do with the location. So, you know, you just got to kind of think of it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, the devil is always trying his hand, but you just got to know, if you don't live that type of lifestyle and you keep yourself elevated in a positive, loving, compassionate type mode, energy, you know what I'm saying? That should protect you. So, you know, bad entities is not on your level. You know, the entities that you're seeing and that are trying to interact with you are the ones on your level. You're not down there on that level. So I just want to say that. And I get people not believing it and not, you know, because it's not happening to them. And I can't stress this enough. I don't know, you know, I don't like to say somebody's special or, you know, it's a gift, you know, it's some type of ability that maybe we all have. It's a certain way that is activated or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's not all of us that have it. I don't know. You know, but, you know, it's a reason. You know, you can't go wrecking your brain trying to kill yourself and figure out why you and why not the other person. Why not my sister? Why not my brother? Why not my cousin? You know, why am I seeing this stuff? You know, and so you know what I'm saying? I guess that's a question between you and the Creator. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not crazy. You're not seeing things. You know, some of us can see it and some can't. You know, now, do we all have this ability? I don't know. You know, I'm not sure. Is it just some of us? I'm not sure about that neither. But again, I've been dealing with it since I was a kid. So it's nothing that I invited. You know, a lot of people are scared. And they think because, you know, certain people can see the orbs and spirits and stuff, you know, that, you know, I guess it is weird, you know, to some people. It's definitely overwhelming to us that's dealing with it. And again, I can't stress this enough. Some people do sit and do spells and black magic and things like that, you know. They do. You know, they take energy and they use it the wrong way. It's just energy. But some of us that been having this stuff going on with us since we was little, you know, had no control over it. So basically, I guess you could say we were chosen for this. You know, if you didn't sit down, you know, you're not sitting down summoning orbs, you know, and UFOs, you get what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that's happened. Some people just wake up and they can see orbs. They can see things that other people can't see. They can see spirits and stuff. Like they've been dealing with this since they was a kid. Probably didn't tell nobody because, you know, of the stigma behind it. But, you know, some people do go summon this stuff, and some people just have it. They just have this ability. They didn't do nothing to get it. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So, it's overwhelming to us too. You know? And when I was seeing them when I was little, they didn't tell anybody. Then when I got older, grown and started seeing them, I freaked out because I was like, well, here go these things again. You know what I'm saying? That they look like the things I saw when I was little. I said to myself, so what do you know what? I mean, you know, what is it? What are they? What do they want? You know, when I was little, I didn't pay them no attention, but now I'm grown, I'm recording them. I want to get a closer look at these things and see what they are. So to people who watch my videos, go on YouTube, Ever Be Spooky Girl. They're clear. Those are the original. Any photos I put up come from a video. Those are what I call stills. Screenshots zoomed in from an original video. All my photos have a video that goes to it. And you can play all mine in slow motion. The only reason why we had the foggy stuff was because I was trying to show y'all what they look like in slow motion. So I didn't do a screen recording like I didn't really know how to do that. You know, I was trying to find an app for that. But what I did was laid down one phone, went on YouTube and just played my video. YouTube has a setting where you can slow it down. I think that's 025, 025, you know, it's one at the top. And I slowed it down and I took my other phone and held it over to show you what they look like in slow motion. That's why it was blurry. Those original videos are on YouTube. Anybody can go to them, use the YouTube setting for the speed playback and slow it down. Now, we may not can say what my orbs are. You know, I agree with that. You know, that's up in the air. I took some guesses, but you can't say that's dust. You can't say my orbs is dust. You slow that stuff down and look at that stuff. You know, and people that's saying that, once you slow down my video and look at it, they just, it's something else going on with them. You know, it's like, it's unbelievable and they just can't deal with it. Because even the most skeptic person that's against it, if you slow down, I think that my video that say real orbs, some of my refrigerator videos where, you know, I'm recording in front of the refrigerator, all you got to do, YouTube has a setting. The videos are on YouTube. Trust me. Go to that setting and slow it down. And you can see them in slow motion. Not dust. We may not can't agree on what they are, but they're definitely not dust. You know, and, you know, nobody is going to, you know, chump me into thinking, trying to say my videos is fake and it's dust and stuff. That's what you believe. Because it's not happening to you. And I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. There's no need to be nasty about it to people that it is happening to, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like they mad because they ain't never seen an orb. You know, just like with the UFO thing, you know, you actually literally got people out here still saying UFOs don't exist. And, you know, it's all kind of UFO videos from all over. Live, real time videos. I just put one up where it was one literally on my roof. And you got people that look at that and say they don't exist. And they, is these people just really just doing that on purpose? You get what I'm saying? Like, they need an alien to come knock at their door and ask to borrow a cup of sugar. You get what I'm saying? Like, the one I put up for November the 30th, I don't know who was driving it. I don't know who was flying it. I don't know that. But there was some type of, flying something, aircraft, up over my house. I filmed it. I had 3 or 4 little short videos, and some pictures. Now, I sent that video to the news. I want to say this. And the pictures. All the videos and the pictures. I did. And they never called me back. I called them back after a couple of days. I sent it to them the next day. Well, the same day. I called the news. They gave me an email to send it to, and I did. I gave them a day or so. They never called me. I called them back. They tried to tell me that, that was a dump email box that you was given. Now, a person gave me that email. I didn't Google it. I talked to a human that gave me that. The couple of days when I called back to find out about it, they said, well, that's a dump email box. People send stuff to that. It's a public email box for the news. And people send so much stuff. It dumps, every such a much, whatever. So amount of hours or days, it just automatically dumps. It's automatically dumped. I think that's what she said. The second person I talked to, and they asked me to resend the stuff. I didn't. But I will tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all this. Ever since, and I want to say about a week before I even noticed that UFO, putting out garbage at 2 a.m. Just putting garbage out back behind my door. My back door. Before I even noticed it, I was hearing helicopters and stuff. Late at night. If I get up, go to the bathroom or something, I was hearing them. And then once I noticed it, once I called the news, they never called me back, but I just, keep hearing helicopters. Ever since I sent that video in, helicopters, planes, whatever, and my neighbor's been saying it too. You've been hearing those helicopters all night? My neighbor caught me coming in the other day. What is going on with that? Because I didn't really go into detail with her. I just told her, it was something up over our roof. And I took some pictures of it out and, I'm really not sure what it was, And, because I didn't want to freak people out. But all the neighbors is complaining. All the neighbors, I'm running into them in the stores, at the gas station. The neighbors on the other side of the street, they all complain about these helicopters all night. So this was happening. It got amped up, after I sent that video in. Like, all night. Now, here's what I think. I think they looked at them photos and they looked at them video and they didn't get back in touch with me because they don't want to create a panic. They're not going to confirm that's a UFO. If that's what it is. They're not going to confirm that because it's going to create a panic. Now, they're really not trying to hide it anymore because they released a lot of files some years ago. So it's not that. It's just they don't want to create a panic. That's what I think it is. It's obvious that people kind of know that, we're not alone anymore. Everybody up in the air, if they visiting us, if they've been here or this and that. But, for them to confirm that was a UFO up on my roof, basically over my roof, they probably think that would freak me out or, it would create some type of, mass panic. So I think that's probably why they just didn't reach back out to me, which probably just trying to prevent a panic or something. But y'all see them photos, y'all seen the videos, same thing got sent to the news. I didn't even have nobody call and try to ask me any questions. But yet helicopters, over my house, around my house, ever since. Helicopters. Yeah. And my neighbors is going, I'm running into them in the gas stations and stuff. well, what's going on? You know what's going on with all these helicopters? I'm not going around telling people this because, had they, came and, asked me some questions or something. I mean, when I sent the video in, I kind of put a little dialogue with it because I really didn't want to be interviewed for it. I mean, I would have, but it would have been like quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to put some garbage out. There was a light shining in my face. I looked up and, there it was. Now, I had also noticed that I don't know how long that was up there, but my cats had been restless for the last couple of days before I noticed the UFO. Like they, I got a laundry room and then the attic is over the laundry room. It's connected. In the laundry room is some steps that go up to the attic in my little laundry room. And my cats, that's where they be. That's where they reside at, because the attic is nothing up there. And they can just run back and forth. It's got 2 big windows. They don't open. Big glass windows, but they don't open. But they can look out the front. And then they can run across and look out the back. And, that's where they litter is in the laundry room. They food bowl, they water, all that stuff is in there. I keep it clean. I go in there and change everything every day and keep the floor mopped and clean and everything. And they go up in the attic, up the stairs to look out the windows. And I had noticed my cats have been restless for the last few days. Right before I noticed that, usually when I'm sleep down here. And, my house is like a single ground level, and then the attic is the only upstairs. Like I don't have up and downstairs. Everything is on one floor. It's really small. 1 bedroom, single house. It's a house. It's not an apartment. It's a house. And it's really little. And, I can hear, my cats up there when they moving around and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own little room. And so they have been real restless up there, like running around doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just like they was restless and they was running to the back and then you could hear them running across. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm laying down here on the couch like, I hear them. They was just restless. It was odd behavior for my cats. I have a boy and a girl. And so I didn't know what was going on. Like, what's wrong with them? Like, why they not sleeping like they used to? So then, lo and behold, I go put the garbage out. I look and see that. So I don't know. They say animals got some type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the cats felt it or, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I know my cats was real restless. So, I just, yeah. So I don't know about that, but yeah, like I said, the news didn't reach back out to me. But since that day, helicopters all night. When it get dark, they out there. So like I said, it ain't just me. My neighbor's been stopping me. Because I'm not saying anything because the news didn't mention it, so I didn't mention it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of thought about they just don't want to create a panic. It's saying, well, yeah, it was something we not sure what it was. They just don't want to, freak me out. At this point, y'all know I'm a paranormal queen or something, so I'm not really freaked out by it. I was out there filming it, and I was scared to death. You know what I'm saying? How you see in the movies where they beam you up and all that shit. But I was just I had to get that. I had to get that film. Like, I had to get it. I was scared, I kept stopping. Because y'all see the little videos, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Because I was scared. But, I had to get that. I was determined. And so, I was filming it. You could see the angle. So they probably was looking at me, I don't know. But they didn't beam me up. They didn't hurt me. They didn't hurt my kittens. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the cats was uneasy. So something was bothering the cats before I noticed that, out there. And that's just me putting out some garbage at 2 a.m., like my backyard, is pretty much closed in. And then, my garbage can is right at my back door. It's right there. I don't even have to step out, like I was explaining in the video. I just lean out a little bit, lift the lid up, and put what I got to put in there. So it's not like I'm out walking around at 2 a.m. or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was something in the garbage like meat or something. I don't like to keep stuff like that in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, food and stuff, for the smell. So that goes out in the big garbage. But yeah, so that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Like, just don't, if this is what you doing is real, you true to your heart, what you seeing and stuff, you ain't gonna be able to explain to people, you ain't gonna be able to convince people. You know what I'm saying? Because people, it's a lot of people that's just closed-minded. They don't believe in this stuff. And if they do, it's demonic. The orbs is demonic. Now you don't live that type of life, and you get what I'm saying? So why would, demons be following you from house to house, everywhere you go, and you get what I'm saying? So I learned to just kind of base it on your energy and your aura. Always understand that devil gonna always shoot a shot, but stuff just kind of matches. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the universe works. So stuff is kind of attracted to, what it's attracted to. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, I would think, again, I'm guessing at this stuff, if you got an orb in your house, or you seeing some orbs in your house, you know what I'm saying? It might be, I don't know what entity is using the orb, but I'm gonna give you some guesses. Could be alien, and if you got somebody around your house, like a kid or a relative or something that's living there that shows some type of interest in the aliens, or they may have an interest. It depends on what's utilizing the orb. Could be spirit loved ones, could be just angels looking in on you, or it could be something attracted to the house, but don't just necessarily go to demons and, it's bad. Don't do that, because if you live a certain type of way, you should be okay. They're probably angels, and if you just seeing them and they not, because they can make noise. I've never really had that problem, but they can. Like, I don't, if they can get up enough energy to move something, because it's energy. And it's like telekinesis, you know what I'm saying? It's energy. Making something move or something without you touching it. So think of it like that. So they can, make some noise. If they're not like opening and closing your cabinets, moving your furniture, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to freak you out, then, I wouldn't worry about it, because just keep living your life right. Treat people with kindness and compassion, have love in your heart, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be okay. Because the orbs is there. If they mean you harm, you're going to see some angel orbs. Angel orbs to come and shoo them on. You get what I'm saying? Like, but most of the time, from what I've seen, they are attracted to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it might be some activity or something they may be attracted to. Again, it depends on who is utilizing the orb. So don't just automatically jump to a haunted house. You get what I'm saying? It could just be an angel looking in on you. If it's not causing havoc, because people think they can't, but they can. They can make noise and stuff. Yeah, they can get up enough energy to do that. So if they're not, because how people, you hear some people film them and they'll go, they heard something and they went to the basement or the attic and they, they didn't see nothing, but then they saw that, but then when they look back to the camera, they saw an orb. But remember, they heard a sound first. So yeah, they can. I don't know how much they can do. Like if they can move couches and cars and stuff. I don't know all that. But I know they can get up enough energy to make a sound. To make, sounds or, You know, they want to get noticed. If they're not bothering you, you know, making sounds and stuff, and you know, you just accidentally see them on your surveillance camera, then I wouldn't freak out. You know, hunting is hunting. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, if it's a demonic orb, it's gonna be doing stuff, you know, to make you uneasy. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, you ain't gonna just be accidentally seeing it on the surveillance camera. A demonic orb, you know. So when people just go, you know, my house is haunted, you know what I'm saying? A demonic orb, if it's demonic, it's gonna be doing some demonic stuff. It ain't gonna just be you accidentally seeing it and it's just flying around looking. You know, it's gonna be causing some havoc. You know, you're gonna be hearing noise, stuff gonna be falling, you know. It's, yeah, you know. When it's loved ones or, you know, something that's utilizing the orb that don't mean you no harm, you'll just see it. It's not gonna be causing no havoc. When they demonic orbs, you know, they gonna be doing stuff. That's what demons do, you know. So I guess that's how you can tell too. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a feeling. Do you feel scared? Or is you just curious and concerned? Are you really, really frightened? You know, they don't scare me. I've seen all kinds. Faces in them, alien face. I mean, you know, I just look. You know, because I've been seeing them for so long, you know what I'm saying? I just look. You know, and yeah. So I guess that's all I had to say. I just wanted to talk a little bit about, yeah, that a little bit more. And, you know, so y'all understand that everybody, this don't happen to everybody. And it's okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't happen to everybody. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't gonna understand it. There ain't no reason to be nasty about it. But, you know, everybody just ain't gonna get it. And you can actually hear a helicopter now in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but